Good morning. Happy weekend. Thank you for being here today. Um, so nice to see all of you, see all of you virtually. I just wanted to take a moment and remind everyone that next week the passwords for Zoom will change. Your membership will automatically update on the day that you signed up. But to make sure that you're going through feelgoodyoga.com to sign up and join classes, um, your passcode will be good for the month that you sign up, so the whole month of December. And then it'll reset in January. So make sure come Monday that you go through feelgoodyoga.com to sign up for classes. So you no longer have to go through Cloud Studios. I know it's been a trajectory to get here, but you can just go directly to my website, feelgoodyoga.com, and good has an E at the end of it, to access your classes, and then it'll link you to the Cloud Studios. So I know that there was some trouble and confusion about where to go, where to sign up for classes, and that's the answer. So feelgoodyoga.com. Um, Other than that, thank you again for being here. I'm so happy that you could join me this morning. Um, so today is our Chill Asana flow. What Chill Asana means is that we kind of chill in and out of poses, right? So we move a little mindfully, maybe even a little bit slower. Vinyasas are optional. I wouldn't call it a gentle flow, but it is definitely more on the chill side. So, with that being said, today we are going to focus on Virksasana tree pose. And so we'll do a tree pose in a number of different ways today. Um, and so let's go ahead and get started. This morning we're going to start on our backside. So let's just go ahead and lay on down. If you have a blanket, we're not going to use any props, but if you do have a blanket and you want to slide it underneath your head as a pillow, go ahead and do that. That's fine. Or if you have an actual pillow and you want to use that, that's good too. And we'll go ahead and lay down. And as you arrive here on your back, you can do a few things with your legs. You can let your knees knock together. And I'm a big fan of this, especially if you experience any SI pain, any lower back issues. This will begin the process of releasing the SI. So knees together, feet to the outside edges of the mat. You can also extend the legs straight out in front of you. And if there's a gap in between the lower back and the ground, maybe you can place a blanket underneath the hips. That'll help close that gap and make this position feel a little bit better. And the final option is bringing your feet together and letting your knees open. So take a moment and figure out your position, what feels best for you this morning. And begin to return home. Beginning with a few cleansing breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. A few more times. And when you start to feel a little bit more connected, allow your lips to seal and Find a steady stream of breath in and out of your nose. And this breath doesn't have to look, sound, or feel like anything. The one thing that I do ask is that we draw awareness to our breathing. And when your mind inevitably wanders in these yoga poses, returning to your breathing. And you can say, I am breathing in as you inhale, and I am breathing out as you exhale. So as we clear our breathing, we start to clear the body of any tension, any blockages. And this makes way for clarity inside of our minds. Allowing us to feel the presence of this moment. Take 3 more deep breaths like this. And after your third exhalation, if the knees are not together, walking your feet in, bringing the knees together, and placing the feet on the outside edges of the mats. And we can bring our arms out to a cactus shape, palms facing up. And we'll gently windshield our legs left and right. And then allow your knees to fall and stay on the right side. It's okay if they don't touch the ground. If the left leg feels a little bit too much in this position, you can bring the left foot back to the earth and keep the knee upward towards the ceiling so that it's not hanging heavy. Your next inhale, sway the knees back to center, and as you exhale, all the way over to the left side, maybe the feet move with it. And same option, if the right knee hanging heavy feels like too much sensation, place your right foot on the ground and let your knee go upward towards the ceiling, finding grounding. Return to your breathing. Inhale your knees to center. And as you exhale, extend the legs out and reach the arms up and over the head for a full body stretch. Stretch your toes, stretch the fingers, open and close the hands. And then begin to draw your knees in towards your chest. Wrapping the arms around the legs without lifting the head up. And you can massage your lower back here. Maybe a few circles with the legs. And keep your right knee in your chest as you extend your left leg long against the mat. Interlocking the fingers around the knee, we'll take an inhale. And as you exhale, roll your shoulders back, squeeze the right knee in, flex your right foot. Inhale, fill the belly. Exhale, draw the knee in closer to the chest. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Place your right foot on the ground, on the inner part of the left thigh, and then allow your right knee to fall out towards the side as if you were in tree pose. Allow the bottom of your right foot to graze the inner part of the left thigh. If the knee hanging heavy feels too much, place a blanket or a pillow underneath that right knee. Bring your hands to your hip crease and adjust your right hip downward. And then as you inhale, bring both arms up and over the head. On your exhale, see if you can knit your lowest rib cage down towards the hip bone. Inhale, extend the fingertips up. Exhale, knit the lowest rib cage in. Good. As you inhale, extend the arms back up over the face. Exhale, bring the arms down by the hips. With the help of your right hand, inhale, draw your right knee to center. And as you exhale, with the help of your left hand, draw your right knee to the left side of the mat for a little twist. You can extend your right arm outward towards the side in a capital T. Inhale as you draw your knee back to center. Exhale, extend the right leg upward towards the ceiling. Interlock the hands behind the back of the knee and cradle the back of the leg. Push your right heel upward towards the ceiling. Relax the shoulders back. 3 deep breaths here. After the third exhalation, bend your right knee and extend the right leg straight against the mat. Same thing, left side. Inhale, left knee draws in towards the chest first. Interlock the hands around the knee second. Inhale, roll the shoulders up by the ears, rotate them back. And as you exhale, draw your left knee in towards your chest. Inhale, filling up. Exhale, releasing, getting small. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Place your left foot on the ground on the inner part of the right thigh, and then gently allow the left knee to fall out. The left foot grazes the inner part of the right thigh. Right foot is active and flexed. If you need, a blanket or a pillow can come underneath that left knee. On your next inhalation, reach your arms up and over the head, extend. And as you exhale, draw your lowest rib cage towards your hip bone. One more breath in. Exhale out. Inhale, reach the hands to the ceiling. And exhale, lower the hands by the hips. Inhale with the help of the left hand. Pick the left knee to center. And exhale with the help of the right hand. Move to your twist. Left knee to the right side of the mat. Extend the left arm out to a capital T. And take a moment and ask yourself, where do I feel this? And can you move away from the words, this feels good or this feels bad? Can we remain in a state of balance, not being affected by the positive or the negative? Feeling the feelings without getting rustled by them. The inhale will draw your left knee back to center. And the exhale will extend the left leg straight. Interlock the hands behind the back of your leg. Roll your shoulders back, relax them down your spine, and push your heel upward towards the ceiling. 3 deep breaths here. After the third exhalation, bend your knee and extend the left leg straight. On your next inhale, draw both knees in towards the chest. Massage your back side to side. And then we will rock up and down, gaining enough momentum to come up to a seat, finding a crisscross at the ankles. Inviting our hands to heart center, closing down the eyes, and taking a moment to honor an intention for today's class. Why did you come to yoga? And why is that important to you? And why is that important to you? And why is that important to you? And keep going until you find the root of your intention. And with that in your mind together, we find an inhale breath through our nose and an audible sigh out through the mouth. Filling our space with our root intention. When you're ready, blink open the eyes. Start on your hands and knees in neutral tabletop. So if you did have a blanket or a pillow nearby, just go ahead and move that out of the way. Stack your hands below your shoulders, your hips below your knees. Spread your fingers wide. Push firmly into the hands and spin your inner elbows forward, finding a broadening of your collarbone. Start to sway your hips side to side. And pause and center. Inhale, dropping the belly, cow pose, lifting the sternum, gazing up. Exhale, tuck round in, draw chin to chest, cat pose. Inhale, bring the belly down, lift the tailbone, gazing up, cow. And exhale, tuck round in, draw chin to chest, cat. One more time here. Inhale, bring the belly down, lift the tailbone, gazing up. And exhale, tuck round in, draw chin to chest, cat. Inhale, coming back to neutral. Exhaling here. Find a slight tuck of the tailbone under, just slight, to find a neutral spine. And then we inhale, reach the right arm up to the sky for an open heart posture. And as we exhale, we thread the needle, bring the right arm through, sink the right ear down to the mat, and extend the left arm forward as if in child's pose. Take a few rounds of breath here. After the third exhalation, slide your left hand back, push into the left hand. Inhale, reach the right arm up towards the ceiling. Big open stretch. Exhale, right hand comes to the earth. And we switch it out. Left arm sweeps to the sky. Inhale, open the chest. And exhale, left arm sweeps through to thread the needle. Left ear comes down to the mat. Right arm extends forward, like child's pose. Take one more breath in. And exhale out. Right hand slides back. Inhale, left arm up to the sky. Big stretch. And exhale, left hand to the earth. Let's walk our hands out one time. Spread your fingers wide. Grip the ground firmly. Spin your inner elbows forward. Rotate the shoulders back. Curl your toes under. Lift the knees up. And gently push your hips back. First downward facing dog. Start to pedal out your legs. Taking your time in each movement. Always remembering that these transitionary movements, these dynamic movements, are just as important as holding steady. Start to find stillness, spread the fingers, grip the ground with the fingertips. Push into your hands, draw your shoulders away from the ears. Feel your hips lift up and back with a slight tilt of your tailbone up towards the ceiling. Hug the navel in and up towards the spine and find a slight bend in the knees. Push your heels down as you lift your hips up. And a few more rounds of breath. Start to walk your hands to the back of the mat. Coming to your ragdoll. Bent knees, grabbing opposite elbows, hanging heavy here. Allow the weight to tilt forward towards the balls of the feet. And finding a gentle sway side to side. After a few movements, find stillness here. Turn your body to the right side, forearms come to the right side. Pull your biceps back with the ears so it's like your face is in a frame. And then as you inhale, lift the forearms up through the right side, all the way to the ceiling. Exhale, come down through the left side. Pause and center. Switch the direction, moving to the left, forearms face the left, face in the frame. Inhale, lift it up. Move through the middle. And exhale, come down to the right. Release your arms. Nice and slow, round your spine up to standing. Stacking head over shoulders last. And moving out your shoulders, your hands. And then returning to that place of stillness. If the eyes are closed, blink open the eyes. Shift the weight into your right foot. Spread your right toes really wide here. Lift the kneecap up, firming your thigh muscle. Find a slight tuck of your tailbone under. Roll your shoulders back and find a gazing point about 3 feet on your mat. So maybe the front of the mat. Start to shift the weight into that solid right leg and place your left foot on the inner part of your ankle. If you're finding that balance is a little bit challenging this morning, you can bring your left toes to the earth as a little kickstand. Bring your hands to heart center in Anjali Mudra and pause here in our second variation of Virksasana, tree pose. Taking a moment to plant our seeds of intention, right? So recall that root word of your intention today. And imagine that word being planted into the ground. Ultimately, this intention becomes our foundation for the class today. Stay one more breath here. And exhale, release the left foot back to the earth and switch your stance. So spread your left toes wide, lift your kneecap up, firm the thigh, slight tuck of your tailbone under, roll your shoulders back, pause. Bring your right foot to the inner part of your left ankle, either toes on the ground or toes hovering above the ground. Keep squeezing the tailbone down and under, draw your right knee back, return to your root word. And so very literally, we are planting our intention. And very literally, that root of the intention is moving upward towards our legs. And in the most symbolic way possible, we are planting our seeds of growth. Stay for a few more breaths. And then gently bring the right foot back to the earth. Inhale, sweep the arms up towards the sky, Urdhva Hastasana, palms come together. Interlock your fingers, index fingers stay straight. Lengthen your tailbone down towards your heels. Lean back, lift your heart up. Biceps are with the ears. Find a breath in. And as you exhale, forward fold, hinge at the hips. Let the crown of the head release down as you do this. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, shoulders draw back. As we exhale, we'll walk our hands out to a high plank pose. When the hands reach the front of the mat, shift the weight forward, shoulders over wrists. Spread the fingers wide, grip the ground with the fingertips. Spin the inner elbows forward and gently push into the hands, kind of like cat pose. Lengthen the tailbone down towards the heels. Lift your kneecaps towards the hip bones as you pull back, push back through your heels. Stay for another inhale. As we exhale, we shift forward. We lower our body down to the mat, taking our time to arrive, uncurling the toes, lifting our chest, cobra pose, Bhujangasana. Let your shoulders rotate back and the elbows to squeeze in and lengthen back. There's little to no weight in the hands. All this activation happening in our lower back. Push the tops of the feet down into the earth. As you exhale, we release down towards the earth. We'll take that 2 more times with a pause in between. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Find some breathing here. Shoulders rotating back, elbows squeezing in, pushing the pinky toes down into the mat. Exhale, releasing down. Last time here, yogis. Inhale, rotate the shoulders back, elbows pull in, lift the heart, firm the legs, Bhujangasana, cobra pose. And exhale, bring the forehead down. Inhale, rising to a neutral tabletop. Exhale, quick child's pose. Open the knees wide, big toes together to kiss. Sink the hips back, forehead comes down to the mat, extending our spine. We're going to inhale, ripple forward. Exhale, take it to a downward facing dog. Curl the toes under, lift the hips up and back. A few rounds of breath in and out. Taking our gaze forward, bending the knees, jumping or stepping the feet forward. Halfway lift as we inhale. Forward fold as we exhale. Inhale, circle, sweep the arms up towards the sky. Upward salute, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Anjali Mudra, hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms to the sky. As we exhale, vertical twist to your right side to lower the hands to the heart and then extend them wide. Notice what your hips want to do here. So your left hip's going to want to come forward. Try to maintain the hips squared towards center. So pulling that left hip crease back, extending outward with the fingertips. Inhale, bring the arms back above the head. You can lean back, lift the heart, and then exhale, straighten the spine. Hands circle through center. We twist to the left, pull the right hip crease back. Inhale, sweep the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, forward fold, hinge at your hips. Inhale for a halfway lift, shoulders roll back, flat spine. Exhale, step back, high plank pose. Again, inner elbow spin forward, broaden your collarbones, tuck your tailbone, push backward through the heels. Inhale. Exhale. Again, inhale. Body to mat, exhale, shift your weight forward, lower down to the ground. Uncurl your toes, lift the chest, 2 rounds, Bhujangasana, cobra pose. Exhale, forehead down. Last time here, inhale, lift the chest, Bhujangasana, cobra pose. Exhale, forehead down. Inhale, neutral tabletop. Exhale, child's pose. So a little modified vinyasa today. A couple of breaths in and a couple of breaths out. Inhale, ripple forward. Exhale, curl the toes under, push your hips back, downward facing dog. Gazing forward, bend the knees, jump, step, walk forward. Halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, hands to the sky, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands to heart center, Anjali Mudra. Good, we'll do this again. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, vertical twist to the right. Arms extend out. Left hip crease draws back. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale to the left. Right hip creases back. Inhale, arms to the sky. Reach up, lean back. Exhale, forward fold, hinge at your hips. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, high plank pose. Stay again, find the stillness. Push into the hands, slight rounding of your shoulders. Lift your kneecaps up, tuck your lowest rib cage down. Hold. Shift your weight forward, lower the body down to the mat. Uncurl the toes upon arrival. Bhujangasana, cobra pose. Shoulders back, elbows in. Find freedom in the spine. Exhale. Forehead to mat. Inhale, neutral tabletop. Exhale, child's pose, Balasana. Inhale, ripple forward. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Flex your foot, push back through your heel. Spread all 5 toes. Lift the navel up towards the spine, and as you exhale, knee to nose. Gaze forward, quietly step right foot forward. Hands stay on the mat. Inhale, straighten right leg, supported pyramid pose. Exhale, bend the knee, low lunge. Supported pyramid pose, straighten the leg. Exhale, bend the knee. One more time, we're going to hold our pyramid pose. Straighten the right leg. It's okay if there's a small bend in the knee. Push your right toe, big toe down to the earth. Pull the right hip crease back. Bend your right knee. Bring your right hand inside of right foot. Heel toe the right foot out one time. You're going to rotate to pinky toe edge of both feet. Okay? Your left hip's going to want to fall to the earth. Lift that hip crease up. Bring the weight into the left hand. Inhale, right arm up to the sky. Next, exhale, right hand comes inside of right foot. Walk your hands to the middle of the mat, pivoting on the feet. Prasarita Padmottanasana, wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold. Let the crown of the head sink down. Weight to shift forward towards the balls of the feet. A few breaths. Walk your hands to the right foot. Bend your right knee as you pivot to the front of the mat, low lunge. Looking forward, inhale. Exhale, stepping forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms sweep to the sky, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands lower to heart center, Anjali Mudra. Find that unmoving point 3 feet in front of your yoga mat, your drishti point. Shift the weight into the right foot. Bring your left foot to the shin of your right, just below your knee. Pull your left knee back and gently shift the left hip forward and maybe realign that left knee back. Slightly tuck your tailbone down and under. Rotate the shoulders back, and then inhale, circle, sweep the arms to the sky. Virksasana, third variation. Lengthen your fingertips up as much as you draw your lowest rib cage down under. Stay for one more inhale. Hands to the heart, exhale. Inhale, pull left knee in towards the chest. Ekapada Tadasana, one-legged staff pose, or just staff pose, yeah? Stay for an inhale here, yogis. And as we exhale, we lean forward, kick back, Virabhadrasana 3, Warrior 3. So as much as you lean forward, you kick back. Hips stay squared, so right hip is drawing back. Hug your navel in and up towards your spine. Keep your chest expanded. Think up dog or cobra in your chest. As we exhale, bend your right knee, set the left foot to the back of the mat, high crescent lunge. Inhale, arms sweep to the sky. Exhale, cactus your arms, lift your heart up. Inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, hands touch down to the earth. Inhale, step back, high plank pose. Spread the fingers wide. Pause here, inhale. Lower the body to the mat, exhale. Uncurl your toes. Cobra pose, inhale, lift the chest. Shoulders draw back, elbows in. Exhale, forehead down. Inhale, neutral tabletop. Exhale, child's pose. Push back. One more round of breath. And as you inhale, ripple forward, neutral tabletop. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg sweeps to the sky, flex the foot, push back through the heel, spread the toes. Hug the navel in and up towards the spine. And as you exhale, draw knee to nose, shoulders come over wrist. Take your gaze forward, step forward, low lunge. Inhale, straighten left leg, supported pyramid. Exhale, bend the knee. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last time, staying in supported pyramid pose. Inhale. Push your left toe into the ground, big toe into the ground. Exhale. Gazing forward, bend your left knee. Bring your left hand inside of left foot and heel toe that left foot towards the outside edge of your mat. Rotating to pinky toe edge of both feet. And again, that right hip's going to want to hang heavy. Push into right hand, lift the hip up, and stay in here today. Bringing the left arm up towards the sky. As you exhale, left hand comes inside of left foot. Walk your hands towards the middle of the mat, pivoting on both feet. Prasarita Padmottanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Walk the hands out for a wide-legged downward facing dog. Push into the hands. Push the hips back. Spine is nice and long. Walk your hands back below your nose. Walk your hands to the left foot. Bend into your left knee. Pivot to the front of the mat, low lunge. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, arms to the sky, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Anjali Mudra, hands to the heart. Inhale here. Exhale, shift the weight into the left foot. Find your drishti point. Engage the left leg. Spread the toes. Lift your kneecap up and tuck your left tailbone. Oh, tuck the tailbone, just the one tailbone, down and under. Bring your right foot to the left shin. just below the knee. And so this foot isn't just relaxed here. You're drawing your right hip forward and your right knee back to bring it into engagement. Tailbone retucks under and shoulders rotate back. Inhale, circle sweep the arms up towards the sky for Virksasana, again, our third variation. As you lengthen the fingertips upward, tuck your lowest rib cage down and under. Relax your shoulders. No tension, find muscle engagement. Stay for one more round of breath here. And exhale, hands lower to heart center. Inhale, pull right knee in towards the chest, staff pose. Knee in line with your hip, flexing the toes towards the knee. And as you exhale, kicking back, Virabhadrasana 3, Warrior 3. So leaning forward, kicking back. Left hip is drawing back. So you can even bring your left hand to your hip crease if you need to. As much as your chest is lowering down, your back leg is lifting up. Keep the shoulders drawing back like Cobra pose. Bend your left knee, set the right foot to the back of the mat, arms to the sky, high crescent lunge. And as you exhale, cactus the arms, lift the sternum up. Inhale, arms reach back up towards the sky. And exhale, hands touch to the earth. Inhale, stepping back to a high plank pose, pausing here. And as we exhale, lower the body to the mat. Uncurl the toes, Bhujangasana. Cobra. Forehead down, exhale. Neutral tabletop, inhale. And child's pose, open the knees wide, exhale. Taking a moment, catch up to the feelings. When you're ready, you're going to inhale, ripple forward, and exhale, downward facing dog. Walk your hands back to the back of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Arms to the sky, inhale. And hands to the heart, exhale. A couple more rounds of breath here. Shift your weight into your right foot. And again, check in with the foundation. Is the inner arch of your foot collapsing? Actively lift the inner arch of your foot. This will help to engage your shin, yeah? And then lift your kneecap up. This will help to engage your quadricep. Start to shift the weight into the right foot, even just bending the left knee, and slightly tuck your tailbone down and under. Rotate the shoulders back, and with the help of the left hand, bring your left foot to the inner part of your right thigh. Now, if this isn't happening or your balance is off and there's a big wobble, take your left foot to either your ankle or your shin, which we started with today. Left hip is going to draw forward, left knee is going to draw backward. So you'll find a deep activation in that outer hip. Re-engage that right leg. I'm saying re-engage because I know it falls out. It happens to me all the time. Can you stay focused and aware of what your body is doing and the sensations flowing through this standing leg? Hands start at heart center. Eye gaze is on an unmoving point 3 feet in front of you. We're going to inhale, circle sweep our arms up towards the sky. Virksasana, tree pose. A tree pose reminds us to stay rooted in our intentions, to be sturdy and strong in who we are, in our foundation. But as our leaves grow and our branches grow, it reminds us to be flexible to the world around us, to not be so rigid in our thinking, so that we can hold our values, hold our intention, hold our roots, but still get on with the world around us, to still feel the feels without getting super, super rattled by them. Stay for another inhale. Bring your hands to the heart as you exhale. Inhale, staff, pull the left knee up towards the chest. And as we exhale, we're going to take a big step forward with that left foot, coming into a lunge stance. Land softly on that left foot. Inhale, bring the arms to the sky. And exhale, vertical twist to your left side. Bring the arms wide. Inhale, exalted warrior. Right hand reaches up towards the sky. Left hand finds right leg. And as we exhale, we're going to cartwheel right hand to the earth, left arm tick-tocks up. Start to step the left foot to the back of the mat, Vashisthasana, side plank pose. So you have to rotate to pinky toe edge of right foot to make this happen. Lift left foot up, bend the knee, and bring the left foot behind us. Touching the ground, wild thing. Lift the chest up, extend left arm behind you. Bring your gaze down, plant left hand to the earth, left foot to the earth, downward facing dog. Breath in, and out. Walk your hands to the back of the mat, bending the knees. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Arms to the sky, inhale, Urdhva. Exhale, hands to the heart, Anjali. Okay. We'll do that little sequence again. This is our peak flow today. Spread your left toes wide. Again, inner arch of the foot lifts up. This helps to keep our knee solid, protected, yeah? The kneecap lifts, this engages the quadricep. This helps the entirety of the leg be strong, to be that foundation, to be your root, your trunk. Slight tuck of the tailbone down and under. Start to shift the weight into the left foot. Bring your right foot to the inner portion of the left thigh with the help of the right hand, or place your right foot, on your ankle or your shin. Especially if you are wobbling tremendously and it's taking away from actually being in the posture, right? So we don't want to do the posture. We want to be in the posture. Right hip is going to draw forward, so you can physically move your hips, and then right knee is going to pull back. And then we want to shift the awareness back to standing leg and readjust, calmly readjust the muscle engagement. Rotate your shoulders back, tuck your lowest rib cage in, and then circle sweep your arms to the sky. Interlock the fingers, index fingers stay straight. As much as you lengthen up, we tuck the lowest rib cage down and under to keep our core engagement. Finding flexibility in our branches and in our leaves, staying steady with who we are, firm in our values, firm in our root, firm in our intention, firm in our goals. But again, flexible, loose, like a tree, flexible to the world, to the weather, to what happens around us without getting rattled by it. Be the tree. One more inhale. The exhale takes our hands to the heart. The inhale pulls the right knee towards the chest, staff pose. And then a big exhale, step the right foot forward. Arms to the sky, inhale. High crescent lunge. Left hand to the earth, exhale. Right arm to the sky, inhale. Step your right foot to the back of the mat, side plank pose, Vashisthasana. Lift your right foot up, bend your knee, set the right foot next to you. Open the heart, extend the right arm behind you, wild thing. Lifting the hips, push into that right foot. Gaze comes down, plant your right hand to the earth. High plank pose, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Stay for a breath in. And stay for a breath out. Taking the gaze forward, bend the knees, jump or step your feet to the outside of your hands, yogi squat. Toes out, heels in, hands to the heart. Let your eyes close. See if you can sit up tall, rotate your shoulders back. Extend the arms forward, lower the hips to the mat, and extend both legs forward. Hands rest down by the hips. Dandasana. Bend your right leg at the knee. Foot comes inside of the thigh. Janushirasana. So another variation of tree if we look at our legs, yeah? So I think this is variation 5. You can slide a blanket or pillow underneath the left leg for a little bit of support with the hamstrings. But we want to dig our heel down and pull our toes back. We'll reach our arms to the sky as we inhale, and as we exhale, hinge forward at the hips, forward fold. Reach for your ankle or your foot or your shin, wherever we can make the body-body connection. Does not matter where the hands land. Let the forehead drop, but try to maintain the shoulders back. Think of lengthening your spine versus rounding the upper back. So as we draw our shoulders back, this helps us to lengthen, and we take a few breaths. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, walk the hands back. Bring your left foot out to a 45-degree angle. And I'm going to go ahead and call this a tree pose, also variation number 6. Sit up nice and tall. We can call it a twisted tree pose. Sit up nice and tall. Twist the body to the left foot. So this might be enough for some of us. We can stay right here today. Make sure your toes are flexing out towards your knee. Inhale. Walk your hands forward as you exhale. Take your right hand, reach to the outer edge of left foot, ankle, or shin. Again, just body-to-body connection. Bring your left hand is on the outer edge of left leg, and you're going to gently twist your body towards the left side, maybe bringing the gaze towards left shoulder. Utilize the strength of the right arm to lengthen your heart forward. And again, think long spine, not rounded spine. Right knee is probably grounding to the earth at this time. And we're going for the lower part of the right side of our back here. The inhale lifts you back up to center. Walk your hands back. The exhale twists us to the right side. Inhale, come back to center, and we'll switch out our legs. So right leg comes forward first. Left foot comes inside of the thigh. So variation 5, Janushirasana, but variation 5 of tree pose Virksasana. So a little bend in right knee, toes pull back, knee or heel drives into the ground, arms sweep up to the sky as we inhale. As you exhale, we hinge forward at the hips, maintaining that flat back. When the back says stop and the leg says stop, then the arms lower down. We reach for the outer edges of the foot, the ankle or shin. We rotate shoulders back, maintaining flat spine. Lengthen the heart forward, and then gently shift your eye gaze towards your shin without rounding the upper back. This helps to, as we roll the shoulders back and lengthen the spine, this helps to engage the muscles of the body. So there are no passive stretches in yoga. It's all about activation of the body, keeping the muscles safe, keeping the bones safe. As you inhale, lift your chest up, and exhale, walk the hands back. So same, right leg's going to come out to a 45-degree angle. Twist the body to the right. Tall spine, inhale. Walk your hands forward, exhale. Reach your left hand to the outside edge of right foot, ankle, or shin. Utilize your right hand to twist you towards the right. A gentle movement will be enough. You don't need to go super, super deep. Enough to feel sensation in the lower part of the left side of your back, and we breathe. Always returning to the quality breaths. The inhale, lift your heart, walk your hands back. The exhale, take a little twist to the left side. Drawing back to center, inhale, and exhale, extending both feet out in front of you. And slide your feet back. Bring your bottom of the feet together, knees open wide for Baddha Konasana. And if we want to get really technical, double tree pose. That's not a real thing, but maybe, yeah. And that would be variation number 8, 7, 8, something like that. I'm gonna have to go back on the tape and see which variation number it is. Okay, let's grab the ankles. Squeeze the bottom of the feet towards each other. Nice tall spine, inhale. And as you exhale, you're gonna pull your elbows back, lengthen your heart forward. Our last forward fold here. And if you want, you can bring your arms forward as well, bringing the forearms down and the head to hang heavy. And there might be some roundness of the spine here, and that's totally fine. As you inhale, pick your heart up, walk your hands back. Keep the feet as they are and come into a reclining position or supine position. Supta Baddha Konasana. So reclining, bound angle posture. And if you did try this earlier, I just want you to take notice of any differences inside the legs. We won't be here very, very long, but enough to draw awareness into the sensations flowing through the body to feel the feels. Oftentimes, we are told to keep on trucking, stay strong, whatever else when we are feeling stressed out or upset or what have you. And I'm here to tell you to feel the feels, to feel the emotions. If you're sad, be sad. If you're stressed, be stressed. If you're happy, be happy. All emotions are valid. And we have a right to feel what we feel. We don't have to push it down. The idea, though, of letting go is to feel the things. And when it's time to get on, that we allow ourselves to move back into life, to this functioning point. With the help of your hands, draw your knees inward towards each other. Bring your knees together, feet to the outside edges of the mat, and gently windshield wiper the legs. So when it comes to emotions, we want to be like the tree. We want to stay rooted and grounded in what we're feeling, in our sense of self, but remain flexible to the world around us. To not get jazzed by what's going on by a little bit of wind or a thunderstorm. Maybe we get a little bit rattled for a moment, but then we return to that sense, that root of who we are. And that's where we find the strength to carry on, right? All the answers that we seek, they're right inside of us. Are you taking the time to pause and listen? Draw your knees towards your chest. Open the knees wider than your rib cage. Grab the outside edges of the feet. Pull your feet to stack over the knees. Happy baby. The baby is the ultimate yogi. The baby just is. They feel what they feel. If they're sad, they cry. If they're happy, they laugh. If they're hungry, they probably cry too, but that's because they don't have the words to say what they feel. But when they feel playful, they play, and when they're tired, they sleep. Right? There's no amount of stress or other people that can make them feel a certain way. They just feel what they feel. Be like the baby. Feel what you feel. Be in who you are. I used to teach high school many lifetimes ago, and the students would say, be in your feelings. Be in your feelings. Give yourself a little hug here. Draw the knees in. Wrap the arms around the legs. Pull the forehead up towards the knees. A nice tight squeeze. And if there's any movements that you need here, feel free to take them. Otherwise, we're going to extend our legs long to our final rest, our Shavasana. Letting your feet open like a book, the palms to face upward towards the sky. Together, we take one last inhale through the nose. And a big audible sigh through the mouth out, letting go. Shavasana.